Hello and welcome back to a brand new video. Let's watch the latest Death Battle. It is Bill Chipper, I hope I didn't mispronounce that, but I'm sorry if I did, versus Discord. Gravity Falls versus My Little Pony. Now, this could probably be an interesting match. I can say I'm very familiar with Bill Chipper. Okay, I'm not very familiar with either of these two characters, to be honest. The most I've seen of My Little Pony is like a few episodes here and there from the Friendship with Magic. One of them being where Pinkie Pie is singing because a friend of me back in school, was still in school. A friend of me recommended that hey, let's go. You should check that one out, and I did. Gravity Falls, I'm not really. I'm even less familiar with. Yeah, I don't really know anything about Gravity Falls personally. I did recognize the triangle character though, but he is definitely not a character I'm very familiar with. I only somewhat familiar with Discord, not really that much, but I've seen him a little bit here and there, I guess, mostly due to clips, but not really, mostly due to clips I've seen of all the people's use, or previous Death Battles, which definitely show up. A few clips on those, I think. So that's basically what I've seen of him. So I don't really know much of him besides from that. Yeah, I don't know what else to say for now. So we're just gonna go jump right into the Death Ball and see the analysis part. As of right now, I'm leaning towards Discord, but let's check the analysis and see if it's going to say it changes in my mind. But man, let's check it out. Alright, with that said, let's get this started, shall we? And I almost clicked on the stop recording. Let's not do that, shall we? Anyway, let's play.
Bill Cipher, the triangular terror.
Cipher, okay.
Discord, the devilish draconicus from My Little
Pony. Discord is upside down. Why is it upside down?
The profound and the profane. We have featured all manner of warrior on Death Battle before, but none as silly as these two apocalyptic goofballs. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick. And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a Death Battle.
Let's go.
Deep within the forests of Central Oregon rests the rustic lumber town of Gravity Falls.
I'm facing up spoiler and stuff. I think I did that before.
And who could forget that little
then again, you probably should be expecting that when you're watching an episode or an episode of the when you're watching a Death Ball episode, you should expect spoilers.
Weirdness. Much like gravity, weirdness acts as a force, warping space and attracting bizarre phenomena to certain areas. Like the Bermuda Triangle or Denny's at 3 a.m. And Gravity Falls is one of those places. In fact, it's the largest weirdness magnet in the entire world. Rainbow vomiting nose,
Gravity Falls is a magnet?
A dilapidated mystery shack, and most terrifying of all, a trillion-year-old alien spoken of only in whispers, the foulest creature to ever blaspheme upon this beautiful land, Bill Cipher. No, actually doesn't look so bad. I like his little hat. Don't be fooled by
the real name is glitching.
Underneath the deadpan.
Does he go by a lot of names?
Black heart of a genocidal madman.
I like how the text in the text there is actually vibrating.
Interdimensional authority, so he settled in the chaotic nightmare realm, turning it into his own personal kingdom. But he quickly set his sights on an even bigger prize. Our own universe. Unable to break through the dimensional barriers on his own, he spent millennia trying to trick poor, unsuspecting humans to open the front door. And if Bill escapes, all of reality is screwed. He is a being made of pure energy, able to craft a physical body out of nothing and then change that shape to grow to planetary scales. He can regenerate any part of himself, including his own spirit. Bill can move objects with his mind, duplicate himself, and see into the future. He can bring inanimate objects to life, shoot lasers and fire, and control your dreams like Freddy Krueger. But Bill isn't just some magician. He can warp reality as much as he pleases. He controls space, space, matter, gravity, time, and can even mess with the fourth wall. Though he's most known for his
That
control
too.
over souls.
Okay, we got another
See
fourth
and
wall
interact
breaker
with
on
only
the
invisible
on our
spirits,
hands.
blow holes through them, and even eradicate them from existence. And should an unwitting pawn make a deal with the dream demon, he can possess their bodies. Which would have been good to know when I started talking to him.
You think?
Finally! I've been watching you two boobs for a while. The pyramids, the dollar bill, anything made in my image, I can see through. I see everything!
Yay, new co-host!
Oh,
Okay.
My jaw hurts. Well, it wasn't long before Bill came upon
Good job, Boomstick.
the Pines family, namely the brilliant scientist Stanford Pines, who spent decades traveling the multiverse to find a way to defeat Bill for good, after almost accidentally unleashing him in the first place. Turns out it would be his niece and nephew, twins Mabel and Dipper Pines, who would end up being Bill's greatest enemies. Hard to believe, perhaps. Especially when Bill finally managed to, his way through the walls of our cosmos and enter Gravity Falls, reaching his full power and kicking off. We're Hey, that's my line! We've got hench maniacs on
Okay,
the
that
his bubbles flying every which way, making things go all
basically
kinds of
whatever you could
crazy.
pick up, put them together against each other, I
Threatening to
guess.
warp all of reality. And not just our universe. Without the nightmare realm holding him back, given enough time, Bill's power threatened the multiverse. And given his control over time and space, Bill can move as fast as he damn well pleases, especially when his mind can view an infinite kaleidoscope of possibilities all at once. As
So that means basically his infinite speed is
uncertainty.
unknown.
Right.
Since it can
Similar to
become as
controlling
fast
your
as fast as you
cat,
desire.
Bill exists in two possible states at once, perpetually unresolved. Everything he is also not. Though he has one great weakness: unicorn hair. Yes, actually, what a
Really?
caveat. Similar to garlic or silver, unicorn
I would
hair
assume it was his
serves as a
big
key
eye or
ingredient
something,
to
but
barriers that can block otherworldly beings like Bill, which can also drain them of their power. While unicorn hair barriers did prevent Bill from breaking into the Shacktron, they failed to nullify his magic. His actual greatest weakness is his unbelievable ego. His complete and utter disdain for humanity ultimately proved to be the opening the Pines needed. Tricked into entering the mind of Ford's scumbag brother Stanley just as it was being erased, Bill invoked the almighty Axolotl in a desperate bid to survive. Bill's prayers were answered, but in a way he never expected. He would be reincarnated in another form and another time. Where exactly? No one knows, but we can only hope that this equilateral enemy of all that's holy and decent is never coming back.
yeah, let's hope so.
Once upon a time,
Okay.
Equestria
Discord.
was under attack.
What are you
Plagued by the
capable of?
rampaging spirit of disharmony, whose only goal was to spread
Can you
chaos
match him
and
though? I mean, I
unhappiness
assume you
throughout
can
the
because
land.
they can go
Until
get
the
each other.
twin
But
princesses of the sun and moon, Celestia and Luna, used the all-powerful elements of harmony to turn him to stone. Kicking the can down the road, I see. Lots of luck. Yes, because as with seemingly all magical prisons, it didn't last forever. Eventually, this being of madness and destruction broke free, and Discord had returned. Now I know what you're thinking. Dear Lord, what in good God's name is that thing? Discord is a Draconicus, or dragon horse. And also
A dragon horse?
goat, snake, lion, eagle, lizard, and a bat. All part of a complete balanced breakfast. Despite looking like a Build-A-Bear grab bag, he doesn't seem so bad. Kind of annoying, but in a lovable Mon Capitan kind of way. There's certainly some truth in that. While initially one of our pony's most potent foes, Discord is not inherently evil, just chaotic. A big jolly jerk that sets fire to things that can't burn, just like me. It's not like you to find a lot of common ground with My Little Pony. I mean, you're usually like, the only good pony is the horse meat ma saying. That's disgusting, Wiz. Horse meat goes in burritos.
Okay.
But really, having a daughter changes a man. It softens your cold, hard edges. Kinda like with Discord, who became best buddies with the pony Fluttershy, and I guess pals with everyone else by default. Fluttershy is best pony. Discord
I guess that makes sense though, because Fluttershy becomes friends with pretty much any animal out there. From what I've seen.
Likewise, if he betrays his true nature, it can cause his soul to weaken and possibly cause him to fade away entirely. Not a problem when his powers allow him to mess stuff up as much as he likes. He's a full-on reality warper and plays with the laws of physics like they were silly putty. Discord can manipulate space by teleporting, reshaping his body, and transmuting matter. He can mess with your mind and erase your memories. He can control time and travel through it. He can even remove mathematical dimensions, turning objects 2D. He also has instant access to powerful items such as Grogar's Bewitching Bell, which can drain foes of their magic power and transfer it to others.
Oh, okay, I can drain the power of the foes then. That's definitely gonna be a problematic for the triangle guy.
He can keep going as a spirit. Honestly, it'd be quicker to list off all the things Discord can't do. Starting with, yep, the end. He can do anything he can think of, even obliterate the fourth wall. He's turned the page of the comic he's on, talked directly to the reader, referenced everything from Bob Ross to Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, and even changed the very genre of the story he's in. Oh, my boomstick.
So, My Little Pony has two fourth wall breaking characters then.
But there's no amount of character development that will ever make me ready for another Deadpool. Ah, damn it.
Oh, please. Any similarity is down to your line producer refusing to greenlight complex animation. I should be just as insulted by your attempt to force me into dreary fisticuffs. But when it comes to my geometric rival, I'm not about to be upstaged.
Well, I find it fascinating that you seem to draw energy from disharmony. I'd love to study how it played a part in freeing you from internal imprisonment and even in resubstantiating your very essence.
Well, if all you want is to experience substantiation...
Wait, what?
Ah, God, no! No!
Okay, I did not expect that.
Well, I'm never recovering from that emotionally. I don't think anybody could. Oh, look! Blissful ignorance at the bottom of this can! With Discord's powers, Pinkie Pie could have turned the entire universe into icing. What that meant for the laws of physics is anyone's guess. He's basically at the top of the pony power hierarchy, even compared to the alternate reality threat, the Pony of Shadows, who could overrun all existence in the multiverse given enough time, or his ex-partner Cosmos, literally malice incarnate, with identical powers, whom he sealed away in the stars. Discord once flew from the Horsehead Nebula to Equestria, and kept accelerating so much he went backwards in time. That was just
so you can time travel that basically.
But Discord's power may be his greatest weakness. Since almost nothing can threaten him, his carefree attitude can leave him vulnerable to being caught off guard. Like when T-Rex, the magic-devouring demon centaur, tricked Discord and stole his powers. Even still, Discord has shed his villainous past and been made an honorary hero, happy to help out his pony pals from...
So he can't have his powers stolen from him.
That's what you get when you're best friends with the spirit of
and
chaos
Bill
incarnate.
will steal people's powers, from what I remember, so...
No, not the Noogie.
After watching their analysis, they're both capable of a lot of stuff. Okay, so let's try to discuss who could be winning this one, shall we? Alright, so let's start with Bill. He seems to be a character that's capable of doing whatever he wants to, from what I'm getting. Even both of them could do whatever they pleases pretty much. Though Discord had the whole thing about being easily manipulated in a way, to think, you know, because he is so strong and stuff, you know, he tends to get manipulated a lot, or fooled or messed with or whatever. But yeah, that's definitely can come against him. He did have the I don't remember the name of the item, sorry, but it was capable of taking. I was going to say taking people. Yeah, I think it said taking people's power. Yeah, I think they said that. But then again, Bill was also capable of doing something the exact same, from what I recall. But he also had the whole. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of stuff that can be going against for both the characters here. Yeah, the whole manipulating power. Both of them had the will to be to whatever they want. Bill has the whole thing where he can be as fast as he wants. And then with Discord, the whole multiverse thing, which could be compared to the Shadow Pony. given enough time, he could destroy the world or something, and then the whole thing of Pinkie Pie got that ability for Discord. She can, who knows how she could manipulate reality, I guess. But yeah, they're definitely both capable of doing a lot of stuff. They both seem to, in many ways, they seem to both perfectly counter each other. But I feel like, because Discord is the type of character that tends to, I'm so strong, I can do this, I don't need to worry about anything, you know? That stuff can come biting me in the ass when fighting someone like Bill, who doesn't seem like, you know, both of them have something about this, with the ghost form, or being nearly dead or something like that, and they both can regenerate and still do what they can. Yeah, and then there's the whole thing with Discord. He needs to use his powers, apparently, for again, or else he will start to fade away. That's definitely not going to be any problem here, though. He's definitely going to have plenty of time to deal with his own powers. Yeah, there was a whole thing about Pony here. I think you said was Bill's weakness there. Which definitely is a thing, you know. I definitely think that could come in handy for Discord, but then again, I don't think Discord usually carries around Pony here or something. Yeah, I feel like this could go really either way. I mean, they both are capable of all of that stuff. They both seem to be doing pretty good for their own worlds. Multiverse version and something, and they had the whole time travel stuff. Yeah. But Bill had the multiverse stuff to him too, so I don't know if that time travel necessarily. I don't think time travel will counter that in any way. But then again, he might not need to time travel at all. So, but at the end of the day, yeah, they both had some fourth wall breaks going on there apparently. And all we need to do is to talk about Bill, which I am. So hopefully he doesn't come visit me. So anyway, then their Discord, you know, they both seem to be very, yeah, this really can go either way, I feel like. They're both very interesting characters. I feel like, if I take the two worlds into account, okay, My Little Pony seems like a universe that can become very powerful. But then again, we are dealing with gravity falls here, which somehow managed to be his biggest enemy or something is to kids for Bill, and then again, then there's Discord, who has to deal with the main five a few times. I feel like I have to deal with those on multiple occasions. Then again, he did manage to become friends with Fluttershy, so yeah, there's that. I feel like the biggest thing going against Discord here is the fact that he might get a little cocky or something, and be like, yeah, I can win this with my eyes closed, or this guy is no match for me, I better slow down or something, and then suddenly Bill can come in and surprise him or something. I feel like that's something that will be the biggest downfall for Discord here. But then again, who knows at this point? I feel like I'm forgetting something. But then again, I probably am. Yeah, they're both. I'm gonna go with my. I'm gonna go with what my guts. Well, I don't, or my heart, or I'm gonna go. Okay, I'm gonna take this on the feeling. Because I'm leaning more towards Bill. They were really hyping it up there for a while. And they did the same with Discord, really, but then again. So yeah, I feel like it could be a close match. I don't think they're perfectly matched though, because I really don't see this being a draw, a battle that ends up in a draw. Then again, we haven't had those in a very long time now. But I don't think that's what's going to happen here. At the end of the day, this is going to be Bill's Cipher. Oh, I hope I didn't mispronounce it. Again, I know I heard his name like multiple times in his analysis, but yeah, it happens, I guess. So yeah, yeah, Bill is gonna win. I feel like Bill is going to win, and if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong, and I'll see if my conclusion comes through. Or if the reason I'm wrong in that case will be for the reasons I mentioned. Okay, so Bill is gonna win. Discord is gonna lose. But it's probably gonna be a very close match. So let's get into the battle, shall we? So Discord is going to lose and Bill is going to win. And play.
Alright, the combatants are set.
They're very much set, yeah.
Possibilities.
It's time for a death battle! Let's go, shall we? Let's see if I'm right or not.
Boy, pasting all this bootleg merchandise together sure took a lot of glue. Good thing your friends make their own.
Friends of a friend. But there's an idea. Dear Princess Celestia, today Bill Cipher learned an important lesson about friendship.
Ah, gag!
Yeah, then there's a whole friendship is power. That could definitely come in Discord's hand too, but he is alone for the most part for this battle, so. That's being a kind of Bill. He's going to be the one winning this.
Enjoy your just desserts!
What are you doing, man? Come on!
A tad Euclidean for my taste.
Yeah, the cloning stuff. But then again, both of them had that, didn't they? So, and then the whole thing. Bill, I remember something. You can go inside. I can prepare it to be good. This is what I mean.
Tell Jean-Luc his show is worse than Code of Honor!
You are not qualified to work with the fourth wall. This stalemate
Okay.
is getting dull. How about a different game?
Sure, I love checkers. Go fish! You're messing with my mind? Oh, this is my shtick, you hack!
We may be evenly matched, Bill, but I've seen your show, my two-dimensional nuisance. And I know how you die.
Oh, you think we're equals? That you're safe in here, you low-effort clown?
Okay, this man is actually going over quite a while, and that's still... And it's still going on.
God!
Well, it was worth a try. But still, I'm surprised you don't recognize your old home.
No. No! No. No! No, 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 no!
Oh, let's get it. Oh, he took him away from the pony.
Ah, no big deal. I've done this once already. Wanna make a deal? KO!
Hey, that's my line!
Yeah, I guess he won. I guess I was right.
Hello, Triangle in a top hat offers you a Faustian bargain. Please do not accept. He might be angry at us. This fight was almost dead even.
Yeah, that's what's been causing me. They seem to be even in every way almost.
And both at their peak could control their universes, possibly even the multiverse. Sure, Discord could potentially drain Bill's energy with the bewitching bell, but remember the Shacktron? While the unicorn hair barrier stopped Bill from entering, its magic nullifying aura was not effective on him. If he wasn't drained of his power by extensive contact with that, it's unlikely the bell would do the same. So with two characters who can do basically anything, how would they even kill each other? Both can restore their bodies from nothing, but only Bill has been shown regenerating damage to his spirit. Likewise, even in a weakened state, Bill has been able to manipulate and damage spirits himself, which is extremely useful considering we know fully erasing Discord will kill him.
While Discord's trickery may frustrate Bill for a while,
Yeah, I guess we already did know that.
Kaleidoscope and literally tell the future would let him.
I forgot about the regenerating thing while it was in
Now,
the
it is
spirit
worth
form, though.
remembering that Bill has been
Or
defeated
Bill, but-
before, when he was trapped in a mind that was being erased.
And Discord had all the tools to replicate something like that.
However, that scenario relied on Bill's tunnel vision on invading Ford Pine's mind specifically, as well as his myopic underestimation of us lowly humans. Against other cosmic beings like Time Baby, he went for the kill immediately.
For the record, Discord has been tricked in the past too. They both had their fair share of embarrassing moments, and they're both smarter than their mistakes at their best. The real difference is that Discord is consistently more carefree in his approach. He's used to being superior to those around him, and has been shown not to take threats seriously until it's too late.
Like with Tirek, another crafty, manipulative schemer kind of like Bill.
With his trillion years of reality-destroying malevolence, Bill was able to take advantage of Discord's carefree attitude and get the opportunity to land a killing blow first.
Discord was incredibly powerful, unpredictable, and fearsomely persistent, but Bill's powers and ruthless instinct gave him the edge he needed.
Discord could try every angle, but Bill just
Try
had his eye
angle.
on the prize.
Let me out or I'll eat your dreams!
The winner is Bill Cipher.
Alright, congratulations,
Thanks
Bill.
for watching, and hey, are you a Death Battle member? We've got a ballot going on right now where members get to choose a matchup for the next season. So click that join button and jump into our Champions Discord.
Alright. It's good to know. Who is this? Yeah, I'm really confused about that next one. But then again, it does say it's a Champions Ball from the 3D anime, from the 3D battles. I thought that was already banned. Like that was the one with Skyrim. I thought that was that one. We're both there now, but I guess it's the next one. Anyway, I guess I'm misremembering that. But yeah, that was the Death Ball. That was a good Death Ball, and yeah, there's no strange they have so much trouble figuring out who will be winning this one. I definitely don't remember his builds of regenerating his soul though. I definitely remember not saying that the Disco could do that, so yeah. Then again, I guess he couldn't do that. So yeah, that really was that one thing that came to his victory on you know, the fact that Discord tend to underestimate his opponents a lot of the time. So yeah, that was a good Death Ball. I enjoyed the analysis. They definitely seem to be perfectly matched, aside from that little tiny little detail I just mentioned. Yeah, it definitely was an interesting match, to say the least. What else could I say about this Death Ball? Well, I guess I could say that the animation was really good. Definitely really enjoyed that one, actually. They walked around, they kind of changed it a little bit too, from a 2D one to a puppet show. You know, that was interesting. There was even a hand in there for a second. So, that was a really good animation. So, nice. The fun part in the analysis too, though, that is suddenly, hey, here's the Shadow Bend, so, okay. I hope I remember both of your names correctly. Sorry if I don't. But yeah, that really was a lot of fun. And I was right. I trusted what my thoughts and heart and something like that told me. So, good thing I trusted that. My instinct. Yeah, it really was interesting. I'm not so sure why. You know, I can't say I wasn't a bit unsure about why Bill wanted to hang up flags or whatever they call of the ponies. I assume there was a reason for it, but I might have missed it. Anyway, well, it is what it is, I guess. With that said, I did think it might be one of the best, yeah, it might actually be one of the best Death Balls so far. But at least definitely, I would say at least when it comes to the 2D ones, in this sort of 2D ones, when it comes to the handheld 2D ones, you know, they made like a comic book or a cartoon, that's a bit different in that regard. But yeah, I definitely enjoy this Death Battle. So going over to the next one though, we have Cole McGraw, I think that's how you pronounce his name, versus Alex Mercer, which is Infamous versus Prototype champions. Okay, let's not say that way. Infamous versus Prototype, which is just champion poll winner for the 3D ones. And they said something about the voting for next season's Death Battle season episode for that one. So go if you are on their Discord or the Rooster Teeth or something like that. I think this it said it was on Rooster Teeth, like a membership there. If you are, go check them out. I'm very curious about what kind of characters they are voting for over there. Actually, maybe I want to check that out. Assuming I can actually see it without being a member. But then again, yeah, this was a really fun episode. I really enjoyed this one. So let me know what you think about this Death Battle by posting down in the comments below. And if you're also free to let me know what your favorite moment for the Death Battle is, and if you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you really hated it, I guess. Let me know what you think about it next time. That could be probably an interesting Death Battle. I personally would I was kind of hoping for someone else to win that 3D one. I think it was Steve and Alex. No, it's Alex, but Steve and what's this guy's name? Emmy, is it? The Lego character? Anyway, I think those were in the 3D category, and I definitely would like to see that. And I remember that one on this for one of the choices you had. And then there was something about okay, I can see the character in my head, but the name, the franchise name is a bit iffy on me right now. But I'm hoping that all the Death Battles didn't get chosen to be in this Death Battle season actually can come up at a later point, especially that Minecraft one. I would like to see that too. I guess that's that. So I'm just rambling on there now, aren't I? So, excuse me. So yeah, I think that's it, and I thank you guys so very much for watching. And see you guys. Let's see, September 25th. Hopefully the same day. No, that's Sunday, isn't it? Yeah, that's on the Rooster Teeth thing. There's a day after, 26th, I guess, on YouTube. So, yeah, hopefully it's out on the same day. But, we'll see. And I thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Miniature Tubery, signing out.